Selamlar dostlar. Mass Effect Andromeda'nın 4. bölümüyle karşınızdayım. Hemen Nexus'ta gelmiştik en son. Babamız kendini feda etmişti bizim için. Nexus'ta bizim gelmeyeceğimizi beklemişler. Artık öyle düşünmüyorlarmış. Ve geldik. Bundan sonra tek Pathfinder bizmişiz. Tek Nexus'a gelen. Şimdi Nexus'ta görevleri toplayalım. Sonradan bakalım ne yapacağız. Çıkalım gidelim. Şu Edison'la bir konuşalım bakalım.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now I just want to know what happened with Alec.
In the moment, it
Pathfinder
saved my
olmamız
life.
dedi.
But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Şu an bizim bu
There's
pek
also
iyi
the
bir
strange
seçenek olmadığımızı
technology.
düşünüyorum.
Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. The current excuse? The tech we dug up, I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion...
How do you fit into...
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. Left up, and here we are, idling. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
You called my father...
A lot of us joined the initiative.
Were you friends?
I'm not your new... Much like a colonial director without colonies.
Benim yeni annem
There must be
diyormuş.
some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been there.
We expected Sorry, 14 months and you stooped to poetry. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Candles will know more. Maybe...
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend... goddamn poetry.
O bizi gördüğü anda sıkan düşmanlara da ket demişler.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many
Ve
tries?
şu ana kadar da hiç
Less than you think.
outpost
The
kuramamışlar.
Scourge, Spoiled Worlds, Exile... The initiative promised a goal. A beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other. The Nexus a citadel. Not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder? Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Vay hıyar vay. Bana güvenmiyormuş. Görürüz lan. Görürüz. Kimsin sen bana güvenmiyorsun? Şu Cage'le konuşmak vardı. Ha. Priority Ops'lar diye 4 tane seçenekler var. Görevleri böyle ayırmışlar. Bir, hikayenin ilerlediği priority'ler, başlıcalar. İkincisi ally'ların yani müttefiklerin ve ilişkilerle ilgili loyalty mission'ları da varmış bu kategoride. Üçüncüsü Helios'un içindeki gezegenlerle ilgili, inebileceğimiz, gezebildiğimiz gezegenlerle ilgili. Ve sonda additional görevler. Burada da bitirdiğimiz görevleri görebiliyoruz. Skill ağacı bayağı bir kapsamlı yapmışlar bu sefer. Şuradan gördüğümüz üzere bayağı bir kapsamlı. Ve her zamanki gibi takım arkadaşlarınızı falan da şey yapabiliyorsunuz. Skill'lerini geliştirebiliyorsunuz. Şu Cash'le konuşalım. Bunda da bir additional task vardı. Bakalım ne diyor, ne ediyor.
There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the
Diğerleri
Hyperion
inşallah
hooked up
sana
and feeding us power, my team
zor
and I can get
zamanlar
more work done.
yaşatmamıştır dedi. Benim daha bizim burada çok işimiz falan var dedi.
What kind of work do
Senin
you do as
işin ne
superintendent?
diyordur?
I was part of the team that originally... I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible.
Kroganlar
I noticed there aren't a lot
nerede?
of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Number 8'le
Ten.
konuşmadın değil mi diyor.
Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions.
Ten'e sordu.
I can tell you this much. My clan were supposed
Gene
to settle matters
Kroganlar,
and in return
Gene
get more say in
Kroganlara
the
bir şey olmuş.
initiative.
İlk
Why do you
oyunda
call
da
Ten
Kroganlara
eight?
şey yapmışlardı.
Because he was eighth
Jenna
in
Fish'ten
line to
dolayı.
take over the Andromeda initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Sen niye hala buradasın?
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
İkisinin de station'ın ve şeyinde bana burada ihtiyaçları var. Nexus
What sort of
problemleri
problems have
ne?
you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Jengarson killed.
What happened to Gene Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of
Scourge'de.
the other leaders. Tan might know more.
Bizim gemi geçerken sallanmıştı ya. Yer çekimi falan
And I
gitmişti
thought the
gemimiz.
Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. My team and I are repairing what we can.
Yani
If we don't
Nexus
get materials
bayağı
soon,
bir zor
things will go
durumda.
downhill. Fast.
Genophage
When we left the
soruyoruz.
Milky Way,
Right. The Genophage.
Little gift diyor.
That sterility
Yıllar
virus that
çalar
infected us was
yıllar.
left most of our children still.
no wonder your people...
And it's not fair to blame it all. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame.
What about the...
During the trip to get here, Yeah. Beyond all the statistics,
Buralarda
it
eski
means more
şeyleri
Krogan
anlatıyor.
children
Çok
will
şey
live.
yapmaya gerek yok artık.
It's the only way
Amdan
my...
sor. Hadi görüşürüz.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. I don't care.
Burada da gene bir information wall var. Şuralarda bakalım bir şeyler var mı? Burada bir information wall
Hello,
var.
I'm Gian Garson. You and all your colleagues look around at your...
Founder Garson's office is Please select a topic. Viable planets. We have three viable planets currently within range. You are Employee Writer, Salary Code 19B, Active Pathfinder, based on currents.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait? For militia operations or Apex deployment,
Hepsinin
please
isimleri falan
integration
yazıyor
from the
böyle bir
Hyperion.
şeyler.
After even 7 worlds nicknamed Habitat.
Çok gereksiz olduğu için öyle direkt geçtim. Şu diğer yerlerde o kadar geçmeyeceğiz.
This is a nightmare.
Aha da bu ne? Ne oldu kızım?
It's not right. It's not fair.
Ne
What's
adil
wrong?
değil.
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political.
Ne ya?
My
Ne oldu?
husband, he's locked up and
kocasına
slated
bir şey
for
olmuş.
exile for a crime he didn't
Kocasını
commit.
Exile'dan dolayı şey yapmışlar. Exile'la kilitlemişler. Locked up yapmışlar. Kötü olmuştu.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's
O
all
yapmaz diyor.
circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His
Kaza
name is
diyor.
Nilken Rensis. He
Nilken
could give you the details if
Nilken
you were willing to
Rensis'miş.
speak with him. Please.
Tamam bir gider
I'd be
konuşuruz.
happy to.
Oh, thank you. Please.
Tamam. Bu neymiş? Ya arkadaşlar bunlar da çok saçma sapan şeyler yazıyor. Apex bir şeyler. Kandros'la konuşalım bir de.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? You need
Burası
anything, come see me.
askeriye
Even
ile
if it's
ilgili
just
her
a bit.
şeymiş. Ve de Turian Arklardan lead ipuçlar arıyorlarmış falan filan. Ketlerle
What do you
ilgili
know about the enemies we've encountered?
ne biliyorsun
We
diyoruz.
usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone's study.
Why? What do they want?
I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Andromeda'ya
you
niye
out here to
geldin
Andromeda?
diyoruz.
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Nyrene went pirate on Omega.
Nyrene
Everyone was
mi?
proud that I stayed in service. But I kept
Nyrene
wondering,
bu şey.
when do I get my adventure?
Mass
Jen
Effect işte
Garson's dream was so
Omega
grand, so
DLC'sinde
gutsy,
vardı.
I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and
That sounds familiar.
the militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
Are the other Turians?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious
Thank you.
our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use.
Bye, Ken.
Speak'teni de yaptık. Bu neymiş ya? Burada bir şey var. Neyse şunu sonra bir bakarız. Buralarda bir şeyler var mı? Bu kim ya?
Pathfinder,
Ha Liam.
no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security,
I can believe it. The Nexus.
not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Herhalde sürülmeler olmuş. Bir isyan olayı falan var herhalde.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently, we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion show. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team,
Tanrımla bir
right?
alakası yok diyor.
It's what they need
Dünya
us to be.
bulmalıyız ve onu kurtarmalıyız diyoruz.
Pathfinder, I'm feeling less bad about missing a year of this. Everyone's beaten down. Nothing.
And now all
All I know is
Tamam hadi ya. Çok boş konuşuyoruz. Şuralarda falan bir şeyler var bakalım. Yan görevler kesin çıkar verirler. Çünkü ana oyunların şeyi öyle.
I still reckon they had breathing gear stowed in that armor.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely
Profesör
adaptable, as our expedition
Erik'le bir
proved.
konuşabilsek. Kardeşim bak buraya.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will
Professor
work with your
Herrick.
Sam and the data you
Yani
gather
bizden
to
bir
solve
şey
Andromeda's
istiyor.
scientific mysteries.
Evet,
I'm
scientific
usually out in the field, but I
şeyleri
wouldn't mind talking
istiyor
shop.
herhalde.
Lab.
You are always welcome.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 4. And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think? Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
Tamam bir tane
What
görev veriyor.
If you donate more,
Access to terminal diyor. Sen?
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Ha, bu da kayalarla ilgili bir şeyler diyor. Tamam, bu da. Sen?
Pathfinder,
Anything I can...
perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings. They haven't reported in for some time. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give... When I'm out there,
They're
I'm missing
The beauty of the
Vesselleri
cosmos
bulacağız.
unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder. But there is more they can do.
Ne, sana nasıl yardım edelim?
I
Ya bu da plant için şey yap dedi. Konsola bir bakalım. Tamam. Buradan da görevleri şey yaptık. Ne oluyor ya? Burada da Nexus'la ilgili ne oldu falan filan. Exile, onlarla ilgili bilgiler var. Yani şurada bir tane konteyner varmış. Bu ne? Bu shopçu. Hacı sen kimsin?
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Nilken.
Ha,
You're
Nilken
moving
için
up in the
burada.
world. There's a Pathfinder.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first
Karın
birth.
senin masum olduğunu söyledi Johnny.
She's a wonderful... At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack.
Tartışmalar
We
olabilir
were moving
dedik
through a
biz.
sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the cat, and witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Fırtına bir şeyler olmuş. Kes sanmış bu. Bu sıkmış. Sonra Chief'in chest'i patlamış.
I'm so sorry.
Korkunç
We were
dedi.
close, but I was enraged when everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the...
That would be... Maybe there...
Tamam, Kendros'la konuş diyor. Kendros'la konuşalım bir tekrardan şurada. Sen kimsin ya? Ha. Kendros.
No news on the Turian Ark yet. Or is this militia business?
Murder.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. When the colony attempts... The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Sen de ona
And you assume he's
güvenmiyorsun.
lying.
Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kendros.
You and me...
Ha, bir tane daha optional verdi bize. Şu recording.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilken, evidence 7A.
Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation! We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back. No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
Şey dinliyoruz.
No!
Bakalım bir şeyler
Get him off
diyor
me!
ama. Show'la speak yap diyor. Evet, başka bir şey kalmadı zaten, şu senin oraya gideceğiz herhalde. Yıldız assignment'larda. Bakalım bu neredeymiş ki? Evet, başka bölümlerde. Tamam, şurada Ten'le de konuşalım.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Şu ana kadar şey dedi işte. Gezegenlerin hiçbiri bulduklarımızın hiçbiri yaşanabilir değildi. Scourge'den dolayı, Ket'lerden dolayı bir sürü sorunlar var. Bir tane daha bir gezegen bulmuşlar. Eos. Orayı muhtemelen şimdi orayı araştırmaya gideceğiz. Ve bunu başarmalısın dedi. Bizimki dedi başaramazsan benim yerime yeni bir Pathfinder bulacaksın değil mi dedi.
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Bir şey oldu ya, ne oldu?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Sam Not'a gelmemizi söyledi. Önemli bir şey varmış. Director 10. Konuşalım bakalım.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several
önemli bir yer
arcs
oynuyormuş iniştirdi. Bu Andromeda'ya gelen kafilede.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to.
Ben de o misyon arkları bulacağım dedim.
Are unaccounted for. It
Daha
paints
doğrusu
the
ondan
initiative
onu istiyor.
unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Nexus sorunları falan.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the... Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead. With the rest of the leadership, they were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Gian Garson ölmüş. Bir şekilde.
Candace mentioned something about hitting the Scourge.
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's
Dark
fears.
enerji dedikleri oldu.
An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Aynen. İşte gene sürülme gibi bir olay olmuş. Kroganlar bastırmış. Sonra onlarla da ilgili bir olay olmuş. Yani Kroganlar ve buraya gelenler sürülmüş. Bir yere gitmişler. Exile'lar, outlaw'lar.
Who is
Sloan
this Sloan
Kelly
Kelly?
diye de biriymiş.
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at
Security of
first, but
Nexus'mış.
eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the
Sonra
common citizen.
hain olmuş.
Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to
Güvenliğin
our
başıymış, hain
existence.
olmuş. İsyana
There don't
katılmış.
seem to be many Krogan around.
The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects.
Kroganlardan yeni
Why do they like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Gene saçma sapan
What more can you
bir
tell me about the initiative?
şeyin ortasındayız. Ne yardım edebilen var, ne bir şey öğretebilen var. Bunun hepsi bizim arkamızda ama Nexus'un hiçbir işe yaramıyor. Sorun orada.
We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will
Her
serve as
şeye
a seat of
ihtiyacımız var bize. Her ırka
What do you
ihtiyacımız
know
var.
about the early days?
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in
Bu
the
arada
early
arkadaşlar,
2170s, I believe.
dostlar,
Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible.
oyundaki tüm
But she
yaklaşık
persevered.
görevleri
And
falan
as with most
bitirmek
great
istiyor.
ideas, the doubters were wrong.
%100 bu saçma sapan
Why do you think
görevler
most
de
people
olabilir. Onların
There are
bazılarını
thousands
geçerim
of
zaten.
reasons, one for every colonist
Çekmem
here.
bile. Sadece
What does
sonuçlarını
any
belki
pilgrim
gösterebilirim.
seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them.
Ama şunu
the
söyleyebilirim
thing
oyunun
to
girişiyle
fulfill.
ilgili.
While we cannot promise they will find it,
Diğer
we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a
ilk
melting pot
seriye
around here.
göre
The
biraz
Nexus is. Though I'm
sönük.
not sure what they were thinking. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of
Ama
them.
şöyle bir olay
Nothing I've
var.
seen here has changed that.
Şöyle bir olay var.
What do I need to consider?
Assuming the planet
Görsellik
supports
bakımından
life,
ve
an
kombat
outpost is
bakımından
critical.
keşke
People like a roof over their
diğer
heads,
oyunlarda
and you'll want to eliminate
ama
any
görsellik
hostile
bakımından
threats.
gerçekten
Whether
güzel
that's the cat
olmuş.
or
Bayağı
other
güzel
terrors
olmuş.
lurking in Helios,
Kombat bakımından
colonists
da
being
bayağı
murdered on
güzel
sight
olmuş.
can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations.
What can you tell me about forward?
I was afraid you'd ask. But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's
Senin
just
rolün
theory.
ne hacı?
As director of the initiative,
If the others would, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
so how does any?
In practice, we argue, debate, and yell it.
What's their problem?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Bilmem nenin başındaymış. Sonra Jean Garson ölünce şeyin başına geçmiş.
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. Why would you not be?
Right. Sorry.
Ya gene de saçma sapan bir şey.
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, if they had the same problems with the Scourge that... Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never...
Başka arklar var
We
mı?
had hoped Quarians would be part of the first
Ha,
wave.
Quarianlar da
But
varmış
before
ama.
departure in 2185, we got word they had technical
Ama onların
problems with their
gemisi
ship.
teknik
It seems they're
problemlere
also
uğramış.
bringing along Drell,
Ve onlar
Hanar, and
yanında
other
Drell ve
species as
Drell
well.
Anar
Managing all of
ve
their
diğer
biological needs
ırkları da
cause
getiriyorlarmış.
complications. We won't see them for
Ama
some
onları
time to come.
göremeyeceğiz diyor.
That's all.
Neyse tamam hadi. Ne uzun konuştun ya. Ne var buralarda bir şey var mı? Yok. Yeni mi açıyorsunuz oğlum? Sabah 8 mi oldu? Bu ne ya? Her yer kapalı. Rush Patil mi? Hayda ne oluyor lan? Ne oluyor lan? Düzgün işini yap.
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny.
Patlamalar sık oluyor mu abi? Ne oluyor ya? Siz ne yapıyorsunuz burada?
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with
Mutiny
this,
işte
honestly.
isyan herhalde. O
But maybe I was
sırada
just being
burada değil mi
paranoid.
diyor. Şanslısın diyor yoksa paranoya olurdun diyor.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
It's getting worse. Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Bunları herhalde birileri yapıyormuş. Ben de dedim bunların durması lazım dedim.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the... Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure. Tamam. Bunlar bir görev daha çıktı şimdi. Investigate diyor.
And I don't know, it just blew up.
Investigate diyor.
Be careful.
Şunları hadi gel investigate edelim. Çıkacaktım tam da.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Tam gel bir de şurayı tarayak da. Bunlar kim yapıyormuş? Ne yapıyormuş bunları?
You're in the forest? What district?
Moss. Bradbury Landing near the Green Bend. Didn't last.
Tamam bunları investigateledik.
No, I'm fine. No, nothing happened. Honestly.
Ne oluyor abi ya?
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Daha çok data daha çok bilgi olması lazım dedi. Bizim sen. Sen nereye gidiyorsun? Şeyin oraya gidiyor. Herhalde. Nerede bu ya?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Bu bir sabotaj.
Who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara.
Zara diye biri diyor.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Zara diye biri yapmış diyor.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Şimdi onun nerede olduğunu falan öğreniyoruz.
Hyperion main deck.
Hyperion main deck'teymiş. Edison, sen kimsin ya? Sen de mi görev?
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight? I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no.
Andromeda'nın ilk katili
Then his
hakkında
chest burst open. I'll never
Estişar'la
forget it. The
görüştü.
look on his face was pure shock.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any...
Nilken said so, but not that I... Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great. I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found... Could have been killed. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was...
Fronts fight, but you don't... To me, that's the saddest part.
Tenle konuşuyor bu da. Herkes ulan tam devlet dairesine çevirdiler ya. O ona şey diyor, o ona götürüyor. Arkadaş. Gel sen.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nil...
And?
I want to go to Eos.
That isn't usually...
First murder in Andromeda. And I'm impartial. Figured you'd want...
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Ben araştırmak istiyorum kardeşim.
I hope. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene.
Tamam bu da bana izin verdi ama biraz lagaluga yaptı. Tamam, buna da iOS'a gidince iOS'taymış görev. iOS'a gidince bunu da bakarız. Burada daha görev bir şey var mı? Yok herhalde. Bu ne?
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder.
Strike
Please
team
speak
diye bir
with
şey.
Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to... Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me,
Apex görevleri varmış. 112 saat, 4 saatte expire'layacakmış. Dört saat falan filan. Bunlar herhalde sürekli geliyor. Tamam, başka bir şey yok herhalde burada.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more.
Çıkın lan. Başlayacağım ya. Allah Allah. Ah, Kora burada.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
Meeting Addison was interesting.
She doesn't know you. I do. And you're doing fine.
I appreciate it.
I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to
Yeni
the
gemi
architect
falan
and see-
veriyorlarmış.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Habitation Deck'e gittik. Bunlar da işini doğru dürüst yapamıyor arkadaş. Şu sabotajcı. Gel lan buraya.
Darkellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What?
Pardon.
No, I'd never. I've been looking into this
Bu
myself.
da ben değilim diyor.
I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing.
The data Miss Callis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Başka biriymiş ya. Abi bunlar birbirine düşürmüş.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They need pretty high-level access for that. Wish I had access to this.
I'll check out. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Gerçekten
Wasn't
olmadı
her.
dedi.
She had proof pointing
Başka
at you.
biriymiş oğlum,
I
başka
think someone's been
biriymiş.
messing with you both.
Sürekli bizi biri
Just keep a low
şey yapıyor
profile
ya.
and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Ben halledeceğim kaptan.
Ryder,
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told him to keep the...
Thanks.
He was right about going planetside, though.
I wish you were still here. There's so much you could have taught me.
You'll do fine. You're off to a good start. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Keşke harbiden yanımızda olsa ya. Bizim bir bilinmeze doğru yolu bizi
Now that the
bıraktı ya.
Hyperion is docked, what'll you do?
Normally, I'd supervise thawing out the colonists, but that's been put on hold. I hear you're the one helping resolve the issue. Good luck with that.
If so...
Are you... Although we all knew there was a... When you sign up, you hope for the best?
Why did you join the...
How could I not? I love my job. Sailing
İşimi
through new
seviyorum, bu yüzden
stars,
geldim. Samanyolu galaksisinden geldim diyor. Hadi. Siz ne hacı, bir şeyler diyorsunuz mu? Siz? Yok. Sam gel diyordu bana. Sam geldim.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential?
You should know certain facts before you leave on your
Beni
expedition.
çağırdın buraya
It seems
harbiden.
best we speak alone.
Saklama ya.
Sam, if we're going to work together, you can't keep hiding.
Benden bir şey saklama.
Apologies. I am simply following your father's wishes.
What was he keeping secret?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
Aynen, babamın yaptığını yapıyor. Bu insanları
Super
korkutabilir.
soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Hem sıfır soldiers hem şeyin başındayız. Bizden korkmaları için müthiş bir şey olur.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the initiative.
Aa, bu da iyi değil gibi bir şey.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Bu AI'ın da yeni bir formuymuş. Benim implantlarım onun şeyiymiş. Dünyaya olan penceresiymiş.
That's pretty amazing.
But beyond what many people will accept, your father knew some would fear it.
Yeah, he's got a point. So what does this mean for the two of us?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
Burada da şeyler var. Profiller. Soldier'da sana özellikler veriyor. Engineer'da belli özellikler veriyor. Tabi bunları açman için de mesela rank 2 olman için 24 skill puan harcaman lazım diyor. Combat bölümüne diyor. Bunda da teke 6 puan harcamak lazım diyor. Engineer'ı açmak için böyle bir şeyler. Neyse, şunu seçelim bir.
Welcome back, Ryder.
Yeteneklerin neler falan filan. Simulated Adaptive Matrix diye bir şeymiş.
Exceptions were made. The initiative deemed his research vital
Bizim
to the mission.
babamız
Other
yapmış bunu.
conducted in secret.
Başka Sam'ler de mi var?
So there are other Sams out?
Correct. However, your father continued to modify my own. I am the most advanced Sam in the initiative.
Bu en gelişmiş Sam'miş.
I take it you're
İniştifteki.
based here in Sam Node?
Correct. This is where my however, using quantum entanglement
Ya bu
communication,
buranın,
I remain in
bu
constant touch
ay
with
yok,
you
bu
and the Pathfinder
buranın
mission
merkeziymiş.
team,
Sem'in
even over
merkezi
great
burasıymış.
distances.
What more can you tell me?
The implant itself provides me with direct access to your senses. I can see, hear, and experience the same
İşte
stimuli
benim
you do while in
implantlarla
the field.
Sam her şeyi
This raw
yapabiliyor.
data enables me to provide real-time feedback.
Then Dad...
You removed the restrictions on my access to Pathfinder physiology.
Sadece dikkatli ol Johnny.
Just promise you won't fry my brain or anything.
Trust is an important
Beynimi
concept in any
yakmamaya dikkat
relationship.
et diyor.
Alec taught me that. I will not fry your brain. It would end badly for both of us.
Bu ikimiz için de kötü olur dedi. Kız
Do you know
kardeşimin
anything more about Sarah's
şeyi ne
condition?
ya?
I
Ne
monitor
durumda
Dr.
kız kardeşim?
Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
What did you mean by a symbiotic
Şu an
relationship?
Dr. Carla
Symbiosis is
ilgileniyor.
a mutually beneficial relationship between two life forms. A flower provided in return, I provide you with capabilities.
Ya burada bir şeyler saçmalı ya. Salla. Aa, Rider Secret Family diye bir şey çıktı değil mi? Bu ne ya?
Pathfinder, Captain Dunn said to seal your father's cabin from anyone but you. It's open.
Ya burası bizim babamızın şeyiymiş. Neyse. Arkadaşlar şimdilik dostlarım şimdilik bu kadar olsun. Dahaki bölümde görüşürüz. Video çok uzamasın. Nexus'a geldik. Konuştuk. Görevlerimizi alacağız. Daha da alacağız. Sonra EOS'a gideceğiz muhtemelen. EOS'ta da artık evimizi kurmaya çalışacağız. İnsanlığın bize ihtiyacı var. Bunu yapmalıyız. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşürüz.